Hey, if you're looking to completely demolish your competition, you are in the right place. Today we are going to talk about the 9 different ways of Amazon proofing your business, how to overcome any competition that you're dealing with right now in your business. So before we get into the depths of number 3, there's number 3 out of the 9 ways of Amazon proofing your business, I wanted to remind you about dreambizchat.com. I'm not sure if you've heard of this yet. If you happen to be an owner, a business owner, or an executive in a company that's in the self-reliance space, meaning that you help people to become more self-reliant in any number of ways, I'd be interested in talking with you. My specialty is in actually helping business owners and executives take their business from where it is to exactly where they want to be in a very personal way. So if you're wanting to spend more time away from your business, if you're wanting the business to be more automated, if you're wanting to only do what you want to do in the business and not have to do all these other pieces that you've kind of found yourself in because you're the leader of the business, then we need to talk. Let's talk at dreambizchat.com. Just fill out the application there and we'll see if we can get together. Today we're talking about number 3. Number 3 way. The number 3 way to Amazon proof your business is, as I mentioned before, and it's similar to some of the others, but it's so cliche, you're going to think it can't possibly be real. Number 3 is be different. Be different. Now, what do I mean by be different? That's so broad, it's tough to even wrap your mind around. Being different is all about, if you're out there, if you're doing the other steps, the other ways to really defeat your competition, even if it's Amazon, you're going to want to be different. Not just different from your competition, different from everybody else in your space. Different in any number of ways. And I'm not saying go out there and be something you're not, but be different. Find a different way to deliver the same message. Find a different space to reach people at, to reach your audience, to reach your marketplace. Be different. It's so difficult. The most difficult thing is creativity oftentimes for the most creative person at the company. The most creative person at the company is you. You're the executive, you're an executive at the company, or you are the owner itself. It's very difficult to be creative because you get bogged down in all the details of the business. And it takes you away from really what you're most natural at, which is being creative. You created the business, especially if you're the business owner, you're possibly the founder. You're creating all the time, but you need to take things out and actually make them different. Here's a couple places that I look for inspiration in my company and in helping other business owners in their company. This is a book. This is 10 years old. Okay, I know I've been spending a lot of time on books lately. This is just something that you could look into if you're wanting to just dig into this stuff yourself. If you're wanting to talk with me, you can go to my website, find out more details, brianjpombo.com, and I can help you through this process because I've been through it a number of times and I'm knowledgeable somewhat on this stuff. This is outrageous advertising that's outrageously successful. This is Bill Glazer. This whole book is nothing but examples of advertising that he used for his menswear store. All through the years, all leading up to this 2009 book, a million different ways that he tried because he really got into it. He really got into coming at people with different ways through the mail, through the radio, through TV. And these are all these different examples. Let me see if I can give you a good one here. Let's see here. There was actually on the cover you could see he put himself in a straitjacket. He would find different wacky costumes. For one thing, he went by number 4, our number 4 way of Amazon proofing yourself, of be someone. He actually put himself out there, and he's not this outrageous personality either. He's not all that outgoing of a person. He just knew that he needed a personality, so he became the personality for his business. His business was actually started by his father, but he put himself out there as the personality, And that's a really big deal. Go back and watch my video on number 4 about being someone. And I should have had something ready to go for you. This is just a simple one, but it's the simple things that sometimes matter, and it's so unusual. This is a mailer that he sent out to people that had already been to his, shop. And this one says how to use your flex plan to give yourself the best Christmas ever. And it has a little, what they call a grabber in direct mail, a little grabber of a rubber band. And what that does, you fold that up, you put it in an envelope, and people can feel it through the envelope. And they're wondering what's inside. They're more likely to open it. You're sending it to people that you've already that you've already had as customers before. He has a whole bunch of goofy, wacky stuff like that in this book. It's not just about marketing and advertising, but if you can get in your head that anything that you do publicly for your business is marketing and advertising, then you could take these ideas and it can help you to kind of formulate your own ideas in your own business. Here's another one. This is Steal Like an Artist. I reviewed another book earlier on my channel a couple years back. Another one of this guy's books. This is Austin Kleon. Steal Like an Artist. The whole concept of this is that you can be creative without feeling like you have to dredge something out of the ether and be completely original. You can be different just by combining a couple other things together. And he uses example after example of how all artists do this, that all artists out there are taking what they've experienced in life from other artists, from other places, and all they do is they combine this with this, with this, with this, and it creates something new. The Beatles didn't create anything new. All they did was they took these chords and everything that they learned from different forms of music, combined them together, and created something that was unusual. It was a little bit different than what people were used to, and they delivered it in a way that people weren't used to hearing. It uses example after example of that. This is a real simple book. You can't see it very well on here. It's nothing but big print and pictures. Really, this is one of those that I go back to. If I feel stuck somewhere, I'll go back and just flip through this and find something random, read a few lines, and it'll get me right back in the swing of things. It also helps you to take other things in your life, other things you enjoy, how to be able to take those, meld them into what you're doing with your business. These are just a couple examples. You got to be different. You got to stand out. You got to be a little bit outrageous, a little bit daring. And if you do that, you're going to go far beyond your competition, because you don't see Amazon.com out there being outrageous and crazy. Every once in a while you see a big company doing it for a short period of time. They'll get attention. For some reason they never stick with it. But those are the times when they get the most momentum. If you're able to do it, it will make you stand out from the crowd. There's always a way to be different from the people you're competing against. That's number 3. Tomorrow we're going to be in number 2. Number 2 is the most boring one of all, but it's probably the most important one. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Don't forget about dreambizchat.com. Go there if you're an owner or an executive of a self-reliance based business. You have a great night. We'll talk to you later.